Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we are back for Inktober day 2 today. So it's a little bit late actually. The drawing itself was done within day 2, but the editing and posting obviously isn't. I do apologize for that. I had a very busy day today, started off with uni lectures and stuff, so here we are. Finally getting it done, I guess. So again, going unscripted because who has time for that these days? But let's get right into it. Today was a struggle. As you can see, I started off with a sketch. I already kind of knew, like I had in mind what I wanted to do because the theme is spiders, and I knew that I wanted something like a spider coming out of the tongue, coming out of like the face and stuff. But this first sketch just really didn't go well, so I decided to go traditional and use my own face as kind of like reference, and then tweaked it. But this design is actually a design for a tattoo that I want to get myself, so I just tweaked that to match today's theme. Well, I had some Pinterest pictures up for some like makeup looks, some designs that kind of helped inspire. I guess the background not so much, but definitely the face. I really wanted to pull some more of the makeup looks in, but I actually found that going for a slightly simpler route was actually better for the purposes of this ink drawing, because it might translate well when it's black on white, but because I reverse it, I go white liner on black background, it looks a little bit, I guess, more difficult to read, even though it's the exact same, just reversed, I guess. But anyways, as you can see, I'm already struggling, and we've really just begun. This I knew it was wrong anyways, so doing it this way, just to, makes it easier because I can tweak it much better. The face was definitely too wide, at least that's what I thought. I'm not sure if I made it too skinny now, but here we are. It's a bit late now. These eyelashes I also struggled with. I guess everything in this drawing was just an absolute struggle. I wanted these dramatic lashes, so I had to redo them a couple of times to make sure that they were dramatic enough that they matched the other eye. The eyebrow, again, I had to redo it a few times. Even the chin, which normally I'm very good at, I had to redo. I don't think I've ever flipped a canvas as much as I have for this drawing. That like flipping the canvas for this drawing was so important, and I think that's actually really good because it's getting me in the habit of it, which, I mean, it's very important to have it for drawing anyways, but I never really bothered to do it, and this drawing really helped me understand just how important it is. And we've got some hair I'm quite confident with. I was looking at the Pinterest pictures and found a really cool hairstyle that I liked, so I used it as reference for this, just because, I don't know, it gave more of a dynamic vibe to it, more kind of alternative rather than just the basic bob that I had. Hairstyles is also something that I struggle with, not particularly drawing them. I love drawing hair. What I struggle with is differentiating like unique hairstyles. Like I cannot do unique hairstyles, it's always so basic, so having this kind of different style was definitely really fun to try. I was scared of messing it up, but like it was a trust the process kind of thing, and as you can see, the right side is a bit wide, but I do go back and fix that. Actually right here, there we go, just because the reference was quite wide, but the reference was done at a different angle. So finally changing my line art after I get rid of any excess lines, which I had to decide if I wanted to keep the eyebrows or get rid of them. Decided to keep them just because it adds more clarity to the face. I think that like facial expressions are so important in setting the tone for a picture, and getting rid of the eyebrows is like getting rid of a lot of the expression, because our eyebrows can tell a lot. And then I started off this little like web thing. At first I wanted to do webs going all the way around, and then I remembered how annoying that was when I was doing the line art yesterday for day 1. I was like, you know what, on second thought, maybe I shouldn't hate myself like this today. So I decided to just do like little strings from side to side, copied and pasted a few of them because I'm lazy, and it actually did the job a lot better. I think that it kind of creates more of an effect than if I had the web going all the way around. I prefer it a lot more. So yay, another point to us lazies. Starting off with some eyeshadow. I struggled with this as well because of the angle. Yeah, got there in the end, blended it out, kind of like a smoky eye look. And then it was like at this point that I realized that it looks good in black, but I was like, oh shit, is it gonna look good once it's flipped? I mean, it looks okay. I definitely got used to it. Added a little bit of an inner corner. I will say this makeup, this is where I struggled, and I didn't really know what I wanted to go for. I saw a lot of these really cool designs. There was one with like dragons on both cheeks that looked really cool, but even though I wanted to copy something like that, I was like, the theme is spiders, it won't really make sense. So here I was just literally going with the flow, just doing whatever, just doing light lines, and especially with the spider here as well, you can tell that I'm just like randomly putting in like strokes and it's creating a textured look. And I added a little bit more detail to the face just because I know that I'm going to add details in the background afterwards, but I still want to draw your attention to the face. That is still the main part of the drawing, other than when I do the title. Adding some highlights to the hair, this was really fun. The way I achieve this effect is just putting on the transparency instead of the color for my brush. That way I'm not dealing with the harsh edges of my my rubber, the eraser, which don't have the exact same strokes that this pen does. In case you're wondering, I'm using the Mark Brunette brushes. They're amazing, and the cube brush is like my favorite thing ever. You can see them on the side there. And anyways, so continuing, I got a bit distracted. Continuing, I'm doing some more spider webs, messed around with liquify. It did okay, it got the job done, you can't really tell. Did a few more spider webs. You'd be surprised, like some of them were fun, but some of the spider webs was just such a drag to get done that I just didn't want to do it, as usual. It's a little bit unbalanced right now, which is what I noticed. I wanted some like big feature to like really bring in spiders, because the word is spiders, not spider, it's plural. So I really wanted to bring that in, have something like big, you know, something defining. So I tried this really big spider in the background. I had a reference on my monitor of this like green, I mean, it called it a jumping spider, but it does not look like a jumping spider. So I don't know, I had like a spider reference on my monitor and I was trying to follow, but because it was like such a neon green, it was so hard to tell like what was what. And even though it looks cool, I think it disrupted too much with the webbing and the hair and stuff. So as with many of the things, I struggled and decided to get rid of it. You'll see like on the side where my layers are, I add and delete so many layers because I just didn't know what I wanted to keep. Always work non-destructively. That is probably the biggest tip I could ever give you. Working non-destructively means that you're using layers to always try out new things so that if it goes wrong, you've not messed up. You'd be surprised how many people don't do such a simple thing and then it's a nightmare fixing it. Trying out more makeup styles, I ended up sticking to this little like leg thing, legs coming out of the eye, which I saw on Pinterest, I think. Yeah, on Pinterest. Really liked it, so I copied it. Thank you. And now I'm working on the background because I knew I wanted some texture behind her. Figuring out what texture I wanted. I downloaded some textured brushes from the asset store for day one, so I wanted to use them in day two. And here I was freehanding this like crown thing, which at first I really like the crown on its own looked really cool, but then the bottom of the picture was unbalanced, which I mean it was unbalanced already anyways. I knew I wanted something there below, so I wanted to make this like necklace thing with like a widow's symbol. But it just didn't look right. It just didn't sit right with me. Which, I mean, on its own looks great, but I don't know. There was just something about it that I still quite like it. I just don't know. It wasn't right for what I wanted. I mean, I look back on it now and I really like it still, but you know, it's still definitely really cool for a freehand design. I really like how I did it. It's just when I work loosely, things work right, you know? But decided to look back onto some references that I had and tried out some cyber sigilism that I had for reference, which I never do cyber sigilism, and I'm really mad actually because the symmetry ruler, it doesn't copy eraser strokes, only brush strokes, and that that messed me up so hard. But anyways, I used this specific design for reference and then kind of made my own thing, and happy accident, that top bit looked like a spider body, so I turned it into a spider and it looks so cool. I am so proud of that, you guys. I don't think you realize how proud I am. Adding my signature, and this is when I realized the crown on top looks hella cool, but still not right. Like, now it doesn't match. I mean, now I look at it like from a separate perspective, from a fresh perspective, I think it's okay, you know? But I wanted something to frame out a little more. I think that it fills the space that the webs create quite nicely. But I wanted to create something that was more matching of the bottom bit, so I actually added more cyber sigilism. And I stopped recording it. It's off camera, but I have got the final image here for you guys that you can enjoy. And I don't know, I'm still stuck between whether the crown or the cyber sigilism on top was the right choice. Tried to add a bit more of the spider mantra, but you guys let me know what you think, whether you think I made the right or the wrong choice here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little process here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.